Oh, Citadel Council has seen better days. Random trees on fire. I remember when Ashley, early in the game, commented these stairs would be a good fortified position. Well, there you go. They have the high ground, but they're not gonna, they're not gonna cut my arms and legs off like they, that happened in episode 3. Before I went to go see episode 9, I thought about marathoning all 8 Star Wars movies, and then I thought, no.
Lost shields.
I feel like if I spent the time to watch all 8 Star Wars movies, I wouldn't want to go see episode 9. You know what I mean? Like a little too much Star Wars. Oh. Alright, Saren. Time you paid for everything. You didn't kill the Protheans, but I'm fighting for the Protheans, and Jenkins, you indirectly killed Jenkins. Ashley technically blew herself up, so there's that. Oh, the suspense. Where'd he go? Hey, he's back.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
Yeah, I actually can stop him. I'm not lying. It's like, hey man, if you want to work together, we can stop him.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Yeah, you're indoctrinated, man. Hate to say it.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine, intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
This has a little bit of a end of Return of the Jedi feel, doesn't it? And like, join me and rule the galaxy kind of thing. No, we can definitely beat them. Maybe. Yeah. I'd rather go down fighting.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Well, in the end, he did the right thing. I guess it kind of... See, I would say it kind of makes you feel a little bad for Saren, but we know what kind of person he was before he even met the Reaper. He was still a jerk. Oh, look at that Paragon score that doesn't do anything for me. Maxed out Paragon. Oh, look at that. Now, I mean, well, everyone, look, no one's perfect. You know, everyone's going to have a little bit. Boop. And boop. And boop. Well, hey, job done. And I didn't even have to pull out my gun.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
This is actually the hardest decision for me. Normally it's pretty black and white. It's like, commit genocide, don't commit genocide. Okay. But this is like, oh boy. Now remember, I said I'd make my decisions in this game based on information at the time. So, the hindsight of this is, I know that if I save the Council, we still have enough ships to stop Sovereign, but what if you didn't? Thing is, for a while, I thought the choice that made the most sense here, strategy-wise, was let them die. Like, what if you lost enough ships and it was like, well, I guess we're done. But you're not only saving the Council, you're also saving the Destiny Ascension, which is a very powerful ship. You're also saving the entire crew on the Destiny Ascension. And you're saving the Council. Like, I mean, from a political perspective, it's a good thing to do to have a favor later. You know what I mean? It's like, hey man, humanity, it makes humanity look good, basically. Yes, it's a sacrifice of some ships, but it makes us look good. But I do like how the game gives you a gray area option here, where it's, let them die, or there's the one that's let them die, but not because I want them to die. But no, I'm going to choose to save the Council. Again, this is my do good whenever possible, like, Paragon Shepard. And again, I'm not only saving the Council, which again is major points in humanity's favor, but also I'm also saving a ship with an entire, crew on it. So there's that.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension, no matter what the cost.
I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Oh, sure I do.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
I think it's funny that I don't think the Normandy fires once in this entire part right here.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Because again, the Council doesn't like to help humanity when they're in trouble, apparently. Like when Eden Prime was attacked, they were just like, nah, it's your fault for putting a place out there, for putting a colony out there. I like to think that if the Destiny Ascension was in the area and a human ship was in trouble, they would help. I'm not going to condemn the entire crew.
You are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
Hooray.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
And there's the big boy. Hey, Saren.
Make sure he's dead.
And the question here is, who's gonna do the headshot? I once did this with two teammates that were like, it was Liara, I think Tally, and you never would have thought that one of them would do this. I think actually Liara did it. Oh yeah, it's definitely fitting that Garrus does it. Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
And here comes a very sci-fi part of the game. I will admit, I kind of didn't like this at first. The idea that Sovereign takes control of his body. And that's what makes him weak when you kill him. But you know what? It's sci-fi. We don't know how the Reapers work. They're mysterious. Hey, look, somebody's hosting. God, hello, Sovereign. Well, I don't even know what you call him. Like, I feel like this would be like a Zelda enemy. Like the name of the enemy should pop up at the bottom. When it, like this part right here. I feel like it's a Zelda reveal where it's like it should pop up at the bottom what he is. It's like Reaper Saren.
I am Sovereign, and this station is mine.
He talks like Saren too. And here comes the boss fight. That's okay. Okay, he's gonna take my head off. Move. Sure. Yeah, bionics are amazing in this fight. Lock him down and just wail on him. Wow, what an epic boss fight. God, look at how... I've said this before. I think the Reapers are a little overpowered. Like in 3, you hardly ever see a Reaper get taken out. I think they might have, like... They already have the numbers. I think if they toned it down just a bit.
Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn up the sound effects again. That's fine. Man, Sovereign Saren is not doing great. We're kind of kicking his ass. Liara, if you would like... Oh, never mind, it's not up. Okay, well, that's fine. Where'd the music go? The music has disappeared. Sovereign has taken the music from me. Now I'm fighting for the music as well as Leroy and the Protheans. Yeah, if you have biotics, this fight's pretty easy. See if I can do a little more damage to him with my abilities to kill him. Finish him off. My gun's down. And... this is it. Got him. The end. Now I just sit back and listen to the dialogue. Uh-oh. Sovereign has a tummy ache. I think it was something he tried to control. God, everyone's so beat up. I'm surprised there's any ships left.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Uh-oh, the Normandy...
With everything we got.
The Normandy's actually going to fire something. Instead of just flying around. Get him, Alliance. For Jenkins.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Wait for it. Yeah, they fired something. I mean, the Normandy is considered a warship, I guess. I think it's been called that in the past. And boom goes the Sovereign. Uh-oh. Probably didn't think this out fully.
Go!
I should go. Funny. Okay, I kind of want that now. He just yells, I should go, like he normally does, but instead of saying it like, I should go, he just yells it and, like, in like a panicked moment and just runs. And so many blown up ships, the Citadel's all beat up. Council's alive. Pieces of a Reaper everywhere. Not very textured Reaper. Really, we knocked the texture off of him. It's the issue with modding it. When the mod doesn't affect certain textures, you can easily tell. Oh, hey, it's that guy.
Captain Anderson, we found him. They're in here.
I don't remember that guy's name. Hey, you.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
No. They think Shepard's dead. Come on, that wouldn't kill Shepard. No Reaper can kill Shepard. Could it be? Yeah! Now we get to see his super awkward smile. Which is even worse looking when you have a non-default face. Here it comes. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Last time I tried a non-default face, it looked terrible. We'll say it's the mod.
Ambassador, Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Commander Shepard, your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Oh, sure. I believe the Council, Ambassador Dino would make a great council. How about Anderson? He's perfect, and he hates the job, which means he's perfect for it.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
I would have loved if someone followed at that moment. That would have been great. I'm not picking you. You literally betrayed me. When it became convenient for you to gain favor with the Council, you agreed with them that they should ground my ship. I hate you. Get out of here. No one likes you. Literally no one likes you.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Oh, this ain't over yet. We got the Reapers to deal with, and again, great ending. It doesn't, it resolves like the current threat, and then we know the Reapers are coming. And that's why I love the ending of 2 as well. I love that scene at the end of 2 when it shows all the Reapers in dark space coming towards the Milky Way. I love that scene. It's one of those scenes where it's like, when you play it, like when you binge, like when I binged Mass Effect 2 in like 3 or 4 days, and then it ended like that, it's like, oh, I can't wait for the sequel. It did such a good job of wanting the new game, and it's like, oh, it's going to be years until it comes out. Which is kind of what I feel now playing Andromeda. Who knows how long it's going to be until a Mass Effect game comes out, if it ever does.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Yeah. He walks off like a badass.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
I'm with you, Anderson. Till the end. And there it is, the Paragon Shepard ending. I'm in space for some reason. Yeah. And did you see that? I was standing in darkness for a second. Oh, by the way, I love this music. I'm gonna let the credits roll. At least until this song is over. Yep, that's Mass Effect 1. I still think it's a weird coincidence that I finished the 2 games that I started streaming back-to-back days. I did not plan that at all. It just happened. See, this song was remixed somewhat for Mass Effect 3's ending credits. I kind of like this version better, though. Boy, this part is going to be muted on the past video, probably. Oops. It has lyrics. Oh, man. And I'm definitely looking forward to 2 and 3 and Andromeda. Well, the remix is okay. It's fine. It's not better. It's not as good as this, but it's fine. Dude, I like 2s. I think 2s is underrated. Like, you don't really think about it too much, but... So... Well, first off, I still have about an hour before I would normally stop streaming, but I don't really have anything planned to stream right now. What to do? Friday, I'm still doing my bonus stream in 10 where I do the Dark Aeon fights on Xbox and some Blitzball, of course. And I also might beat Final Fantasy X again, just so we can see the non-green screen version. Because if I do it on Xbox, it won't have that problem. We'll get to see the emotional farewell of Titus. You know what? I'll be honest. I kind of thought about it. No, I should probably wait to do it until Tuesday, because that's like the start of like my new schedule kind of thing, like the first, like that week. If you talk to anyone that knows me, they know I like my arbitrary dates. When I'm starting a new game, I kind of like starting it at the beginning of the week when I stream, which is Tuesday. Oh, it's tempting, though. You know what I could do? I could go back to Final Fantasy X and play some Blitzball. That way, instead of doing an entire season of Blitzball, after I do the Dark Aeons, I could just do the Dark Aeons and maybe like half a season of Blitzball. That isn't a bad idea. I didn't think... Dude, I died like 5 times. And I still only took 2 hours. Weird. I could do the Pinnacle Station DLC. No. I don't know. What do you think? What does chat think? Should I just call the stream early? I'd rather not do that. I have at least an hour to go, if not maybe a little more. Should I start 2? Or should I just play some casual Blitzball, maybe like half a season, and then on Friday do the Dark Aeons, and then the other half of the season to finish off 10? I don't know. And if I knew it was going to be this short, I would have died more. No, I did not. Unlike a YouTube video. Alright, hold on a second. I want to talk over that all the time. Kind of loud. Andromeda. Well, Andromeda's not going to be until after 3, but I mean, oh, that's right. You did ask when it takes place in the timeline. I don't think so. And again, it's only Blitzball. Look, I'm going to resume. But no. Yeah. I think I'll just do some Blitzball. What I'll do is I'll do half a season. And then on Friday, I'll do the Dark Aeons. And then the other half of the season. And I'll call it. And like I said before, I might go back to Blitzball someday. Like, I might have a day where instead, like, it'd be like my version of like just chatting. I could have a day where maybe like on those days where I play games I grew up playing, maybe if one of those days goes really short and I don't want to keep, because again, when you have a stream day, a long stream day potentially revolving around the idea of playing games you grew up playing, and you know that you're not going to finish all of them because they're not worth finishing, because you know. Here's a good example, right? I'm not gonna spoil my game list, but here's one. I'll give it to you. And someone in the chat already knows about this. I had Home Alone for Game Boy. Now, I'm pretty sure you only played the NES version. I played the Game Boy version. It's worse. I plan on putting it on the list. That's one of those games I'm going to play for half an hour and then stop, because you get the idea of the entire game in the first 5 minutes. But I'll still play it. Minimum a half an hour. Hooray. Alright, load up the 10. I don't even have to switch anything around. It all uses the same layout. Speaking of that, I think I will, Oh, actually, one thing I do have to do is get my controller synced up to my computer. I use my Xbox controller. And it's still synced to my Xbox right now. The awesome Elite controller that all the rubber fell off. That I keep putting off, having to go back to Best Buy and get the new one. Didn't think I'd be playing this tonight. But you know what? Some safe Blitzball. And that's right. This is a new season. Which means I have a new player. Round 1 of Season 3. Against the Keelik of Beasts. What a way to start. Okay, as you can see, I have Volucha. Again, she is a childhood friend of Waka. She's a little older than him, so when she started to learn how to play Blitzball, he did too. And when he went to go be a Blitzball player, she stayed. But with Sin finally defeated, she is now willing to go off the island. She didn't want to leave her family, basically. But now that Sin's gone, people can do whatever they want, and she wants to play Blitzball. And Waka, you know, it's like, hey, cool. I'm sure Dato knows her too, since Dato's also from Besaid. Dato being the new team captain. You know? Like, yeah, we need a forward. I'll be honest, I kind of miss Shami because her shot was so good and her endurance was so good. Now, I'm a little weak on the offensive side. Yes, she does. But the thing is, my defense has always been good. Rop? Nope, did that wrong. Rop and Kyu have always been great. My problem is offense. Without Shami, offense is going to be an issue. Mep. Good old Mep. So we got Dato, Volucha, Zev, Rop, Kyu, and Yuma. Oh, look, Volusia has another slot there. Wither Shot 3, Nap Shot, and nothing, because she knows nothing else. Cool. Look at all the stuff that Dato has now, too. I might have done a little bit of off-season training in between streams. A little bit, just a little bit. I don't want to be overpowered. I just wanted, you know, since Dato and Volusia came in late, I kind of had to catch them up a bit. They're still lower level than anyone else. Now, I learned that Volley Shot kind of sucks. It's not what I thought it was. Basically what Volley Shot is, if let's say you shoot the ball at the goalie, and the goalie stops the shot, but he doesn't get control of it. It bounces off their hand. Then, Volley Shot 3 has a guarantee that if you're close enough to the goal, you'll shoot a free shot that can't be blocked. But that's so situational, and most goalies at this point in the third season have grip gloves. And grip gloves makes it to where you hardly ever see a goalie not be able to catch the ball. So there's that. I'm going to take Volley Shot off and put on Nap Shot for the reason that both Dato and Volusia aren't good enough to score on Nimruk. The only way I can really score is if I put them to sleep until they get better levels. So, Venom Pass is good. Tackle, Shot, okay. Everyone's good. What can I learn? Ooh, Tackle Slip. You know what? Tackle Slip it is. We've seen how often Zev uses Tackle Slip. He is a very agile Ronso. And once again, the rest of my players aren't really going to learn anything. Romp never learns anything. Cool. Kyu... well, why not? Drain Tackle 3. And Yuma... nothing. So, I now have completed 3 games on stream. Not bad. I would say that, you know, if I want to joke about it, I was going to say, like, this has been my first season of streaming. You know, I completed Final Fantasy X, I completed Mass Effect, and in between them, I completed Outer Worlds. 3 games down, a bunch to go. Hey, Volusia got the ball. And speaking of Outer Worlds, when the DLC comes out, I will probably temporarily suspend Mass Effect 2 for the Outer Worlds DLC. And being DLC, I don't think it will take more than a stream or 2. So, either I'll do that, or maybe I thought about making breaks in between my Saturday streams of games I grew up playing. Because again, that list is limited. There's only so many I have. So maybe if I do like 2 of those in a row, one day I'll be like, you know what? I'll do something different today. Like a one-off. But yeah, Volusia is a bit of a... well, my brain did that thing where I forgot a word. I mean, I'll just say weakness. See, my brain does that sometimes. I will forget a word and not be able to remember it for a while. It's weird. I hope I'm not the only one that ever has that problem. Liability. That's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm against Nimruk. Anyone can score on Nimruk. Although he does have Super Goalie, which makes him from terrible to below average. And he didn't even use it. Never mind. Since I'm not streaming this Saturday, again, I'm going to be spending the day setting up emulators, setting up settings, and making my giant list of games and ordering it randomly to pick out a number, and maybe even researching a way to randomize it. Oh, they got me. Except, once again, don't forget, these are the Keelika Beasts. Literally 3 people can't stop me. I miss Shami. But hey, she went out on top. She eight goals in her last official game. That's great. And again, I can't stop the game from having someone recruit her eventually. I can't help that. But like I said before, we'll just pretend it's her sister that also plays Blitzball, and everything will be fine. Welp. You know what? That's a risk. But I'm going to do this. Oh, I can use weather. Oh, I have enough HP to use this now. Look how much HP that cost. I think Knapshot will suffice. I hope. You know what? Yeah, whatever. Oh, wow. It's a good thing I did that. That was the 4 difference. I wouldn't have made it otherwise. Good call, Volucha. It's unfortunate. If I had been able to have one more person on my team, I probably would have kept Shami on the team just so no one picked her up. Maybe she would have stayed on the team as like an advisor or something. Nope, she's off to do her own thing, and good job, Zev. Good job, Zev. Like I said, after playing this and having my own Blitzball team and my own backstory for the characters, if I ever play 10 again and like do Blitzball again, I'm going to have a hard time using anyone else other than these people. I'm going to miss them. Like if I'm going to play with the original Oryx, I'm going to miss them. It's like, oh, I miss Zev and Yuma and my defensive duo, Kyu and Rop. I'll still have I still have Dato. Oh, saying Bota reminds me. Remember, the Guado Glories now have 2 of the original Oryx. They have Letty as center, and they picked up Bota as a defender. Letty is a good center. I don't know if I agree with Bota. And I'm going to lose the ball immediately. Sure. Well, if the guy misses, I'll get away with it. Nope. No, he did not. Fumble. Get him. Get him. I can't let the Kilika Beast score on me. Oh, he's dead. He's literally dead. He's going to the far plane. Oh, no, he passed it. Never mind. And the far plane's going to not have the growth that it did before, is it? With Sin dead. I mean... God, man, Sin's body count had to be ridiculous. Oh, yeah, my pass is terrible. Oh, well. I have the Venom Pass. Oh, I wasn't paying attention at the time. Rookie mistake. Ooh, look at that. Poor Volucha. He's got some catching up to do. You know what? I kind of want to play Mep. When else is Mep going to have a chance to play? Like, you know what I mean? Because of my team now, Mep is hardly ever going to get to play now. Volucha is new, but, you know, she doesn't have to sit out like Shami did. And then Yuma is definitely... This is her 3rd season. She's definitely used to playing full games now. So unless there's an injury of some kind, then Mep is just going to sit on the sideline. I think he's okay with that. I didn't learn anything. Again, it's hard to learn stuff in this game when you take the ball every time. All right. Now, okay, I have a question to pose, chat. I'm most likely going to order my Final Fantasy games. I will be going back to Final Fantasy eventually. It'll be a while, because I want to go through Mass Effect and Dragon Age first. But I'll get there. but I was originally going to do my least favorite next. So I was going to ask chat, like, as a kind of like a poll, should I continue that? Should I do my least favorite next? Or should I just pick one? My train of thought was, if I get to play my favorite, why not get my least favorite out of the way? Nope, Dato, don't come with me. No. Oh, okay, well, that was an analog stick goof on me. No, I meant to clear the ball. Never mind, we're good. You know, it's hard to imagine Larbate is the best forward in the game at level 70. He is so bad. Go, Dato. Also, even only at like level, whatever he's at, level 20, you can tell Dato is still a little faster than everybody. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards that. I haven't said what it is yet. I'm not gonna say until I boot it up. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like stream starts. There it is. It's probably not that hard to guess, though. It is. I will say, my least favorite Final Fantasy game is not a controversial one. You know, like if I said like, "Oh, Final Fantasy VII is my least favorite," that would be controversial to a lot of opinions. But if you look up any list that ranks the Final Fantasy games, this one is usually the worst or the next to worst. That kind of gives it away, but now that I say that, I might have already said what it was, because I think at one point I had a small conversation with someone in chat about it, so maybe I did say it. Go, Dato. Look at him go. What? Where did... I don't even know where that person came from. Okay. See, the game against the Kilkabes, not very interesting. But wait till I get to the Albed Sykes, when I literally can't score on their goal. And the Luca Goers as well. The Luca Goers have a different goalie. It's going to be a little difficult. It'll make things more interesting. I'm going to be one of those teams that wins every game at like 1-0. Huzzah! Oh, they are just playing... I don't know why they're playing super defense right now. They have no points. Ugh. Welp, I have to hope that they just don't get a hand on it. Welp. Fumble. You know what I was in the mood to play recently? One of the older Pokemon games. I, for some reason, had the sudden urge to play Gen 3 or Gen 4. I don't know why. And that includes the Pokemon Coliseum games. For some reason, it has been a very long time since I played Gen 3 or 4. And I never did finish Oris. So maybe I should just play that. It's like, it's a compromise. It's been a while since I played Gen 3. But I played through the Gen 3 games several times. I never finished the remake. So. Then there's a question, what would I use? There's so many Pokemon in that game. I would limit myself to only Hoenn Pokemon. That way it's like playing the old Gen 3. I would limit myself to any Pokemon that's in the game of Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. Meaning there might be a few Kanto Pokemon in there for Johto. Ooh, 3 level ups. Not bad. Ooh, Abus's contract is up. And wow, this has been so boring for resigns. Guerra had a really good game. Damn. Dato had an amazing game, and that's a boring one. What? The Ronso Fangs beat the Albed Sykes? What? Is this the downfall of the Albed Sykes? Probably not, but... Ooh, here we go. Is this going to be a bounce back game for him? The only chance I have to score on him might be to use Volucha's Wither Shot 3. And I can only use it once per half because I don't have enough HP. Wither Shot, Volley Shot I don't like. How about a nice pass? Zev, can you learn anything? Sure. Once again, Rot will learn nothing. Romp and Kyu just, they don't learn anything else. And Yuma doesn't need anything else. So, he already has Grip Gloves and Super Goalie. But going back to Pokemon for a second, I don't know what starter I would pick. Nearly every generation, I normally have my starter ready to go. I know who I want every time. Usually. Except when it's the first time playing it. Like I have my go-to. Oh, well, Volucha's taking a nap. Dato's taking a nap. Huh, both my forwards are napping. That's not great. But in Gen 3, I like all 3. In fact, the one I like the least seems to be everyone else's favorite, for the most part. I don't like Torchic that much. The funny thing is, Torchic is probably the best one to pick. Because I like using Ludicolo, and he is a Grass Water. That takes care of both those types. And I think the fighter types in the Hoenn region are a little weak. So having Blaziken is great. But for whatever reason, I don't like Blaziken that much. I don't know why. Oh, perfect. And now I'm going to wake up Dato. But you know, I never did play through with Torchic, so... But I kind of want to use Trico. When I first played Sapphire was the first one I played. And I picked Trico. I like Trico. I like him a lot more now. They made him better. His move pool's better. The physical special split, I guess it really didn't affect him too much, but because he was already kind of like a balanced character. And the fact that he has a Mega, nice. God, Sceptile's Mega gives him so many weaknesses, being Grass Dragon. Shoot. Oh, okay. Nimrook, here we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, wow. It was 3 over his catch and he's still... Okay. Uh-oh. It went straight to Volucha, who's going to lose the ball. And lost. Oh, you started with Torchic? Or Trico? Thanks to the delay of the stream, I can't tell which one you mean. Ooh, good job. Let's go. And I'm going to be attacked by a... Yep, there it is. Well, ball's gone. Oh, no, I should have broke the 2 people. I have Tackle Slip. I always forget to bank on that. Oh. Torchic? Alright. Aura in chat here, I played through Gen 3 like with him basically, and he picked Torchic. I picked Trico. And again, Trico was not as good in Gen 3 as he is now. Come on, Yuma. Use that new Super Goalie. You didn't use it, but good job. But again, it's... I've had the feeling of wanting to play Gen 3 again. And I have not picked Trico since I played it the first time. Every other time I played through Gen 3, I picked Torchic once, and the funny thing is, when I picked Torchic, I didn't use him through the game. I left him a Combuskin and put him in the box. I just didn't like him. But I'm pretty sure I played through a Swampert once. I like all three. Hoenn has great Pokemon. Hoenn probably has my favorite Pokemon overall as a region. I would use all three starters. Like, I like them. Even, like I said, I know I said I don't like Torchic that much, but I still like him better than the other fire types in the region. Saying Torchic's my least favorite in the region doesn't really mean anything. I still like him. Again, it's like saying Jacob is the worst character in Mass Effect 2. I don't think Jacob's a terrible character. He's just the worst compared to people like Garrus and Tally. Okay. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Ah, crap. Well, yay! It depends. In Sword and Shield, I made it a point to catch everything along the way. And then I decided to use certain things. But I love Hoenn Pokemon. Again, favorite region overall for Pokemon. And that's the thing. Playing Oris also has other Gen stuff, right? I mean, it's considered a Gen 7 game. It has a ton of stuff in it. But I think I would limit myself to only Hoenn Pokemon. Okay, he's using Sphere Shot point blank. Please take the ball. Good job. Whew. That would, okay, halftime. Yeah, it wouldn't have gone in anyway. Halftime. I thought about playing Emerald. I love Emerald. There's only one thing about Emerald that I don't like more than Ruby and Sapphire. Only one thing. Like, I love the fact that both teams are, like, somewhat, like, you know what I mean? Like, in Ruby and Sapphire, you have the team you have to deal with, and the other team is kind of just there. In Emerald, if I remember correctly, both teams were kind of even, which I like. That's fine. But, the Battle Frontier, I love the Battle Frontier. I think the Battle Frontier is a great idea. I really wish it was in every single game. I love it. I love all the stuff in it, all the different things you can do. But the one thing I don't like about Emerald is the champion. The champion of Ruby and Sapphire is Steven. I like Steven. He's tough. I like him as a character. I like his team. But in Emerald, they kind of copped out and made the old, like, water guy the champion. So that you end up having I know that Steven had a theme with his team, but it was still a little more diverse compared to Wallace's team. Uh-oh. That's going to go in if I don't activate Super Goalie. That's not a good roll. Ooh, Yuma with the play of the game so far. Good save. Anyway, but yeah, look, Wallace is fine. It's just I think it's it's a weird thing to have the champion have a mono team. It's just weird to me. Welp, I have to break to both if I have any hope of scoring. Ooh, that was a really weak hit. And doop. Uh-oh. Could go in. Welp, never mind. Oh, Volucha is going to die. Oh, okay, well, still. I have to hope for a low attack roll. Got it. Back to Dato I go. And immediately do that. And Shu is the weak spot of the team. So, perfect. Alright, let's try again. Good job. So yeah, I don't know if I want to play... My choices that I should put down and like think about are Emerald, one of the Oris games. I think I have Sapphire. Potentially even a Pokemon Coliseum game. Kind of, you know, it's that weird thing like where it's sometimes you feel like playing that. Oh yeah, Cynthia. She's part of the reason why I want to play Gen 4. That's why Platinum's on the list. I never finished Platinum. And Cynthia is just ridiculous. You know how long it's been since I played a Pokemon game that's challenging? Look, I enjoy X and Y, and I enjoyed Pokemon Shield, but they are a little too easy. Gen 4. Man, if they ever make a remake of Gen 4, please keep the difficulty, because it's fun. Plus, I only played through Gen 4 once when it came out. Oh, Jay, good timing. We're talking about Pokemon. I already beat it. I beat it faster than I thought I would. So I'm playing a half a season of Blitzball before I end the stream. Oh, what was that? Huh. Hey, this is Mass Effect. I told you Mass Effect and Final Fantasy X take place in the same universe. Oh, I forgot to switch it over. Interesting. That's something I did forget to do. Leonard, let me do it for my phone. Whoops. Thank you for saying something. Now, I don't think I've done this for my phone before. Manage stream. So, Jay, how was your day of work with no sleep? Final Fantasy X. Good, good, good. And then Mass Effect, change that. No, I don't want regular Final Fantasy X. I want HD. Okay, update information. Alright, that should do it. Yep, there it goes. Yay! Look, I'm playing the correct game now. And I'm going to lose the ball immediately. Yeah, well, see, I've lost that, by the way. My senior year of high school, I got like 3 hours of sleep a night and was able to function normally. I can nowhere near that anymore. If I don't get at least 6 hours of sleep, I can't function properly. You know, I'm leaning towards Gen 4 now. But the thing is, I'm leaning towards Gen 4 now, but the funny thing is, and there goes what's happening? That was weird. The stream went stupid for a second, but it doesn't say I dropped frames. Huh. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay. And the reason why Gen 4 might be the worst choice, what if they remake them? I should wait for the remakes. Although playing Platinum could be fun. I never finished Platinum. I don't even... why did I pass? I don't even remember the story of Gen 4. At all. Like, at all. I remember Gen 5. Also, Gen 5's on the list, too. And it's been so long since I played through Gen 5. Again, it was when it came out. That could be my off-stream game. I can't stream the DS version, so... I wouldn't want to... Honestly, streaming Pokemon's not my thing. It's just... It's one of those games I love to play while watching YouTube or Netflix or just in bed an hour or two before going to bed. It's that kind of game. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I really want to play a Hoenn game too, but Actually, doesn't Platinum have the Battle Frontier? I think someone mentioned that Platinum might have it. If that's the case, then that would be a different Battle Frontier I've never done. That'll definitely swing the vote that way. Man, Volucha needs to level up some. Ooh, Iskin. Are they finally going to get someone worth being on their team? No. I would just do it casual. You know what's funny? I've never done a Nuzlocke. I have never once done a Nuzlocke. Ever. If I ever stream a Pokemon game, that's when I'll do a Nuzlocke. If I decide to stream a Pokemon game, any one of them, maybe when they do a Diamond Pearl remake for Switch, I feel like a Nuzlocke would be a lot more fun when you stream it, as opposed to playing it by yourself. That way you can even name the Pokemon. You can ask chat like what the nickname should be, that kind of thing. It'd be fun. Uh-oh. Big Ronso man's contract is expired. And could we please get some free agents in this? Oh no, Zamzi. Oh no. It can't be. Keepa. Oh, I'm going to enjoy playing the Ronso things now. Let's see. Zazie, Guerra, Zan. Okay. Our guy Ronso, and then just nothing but Dato. Well, hey. Maybe, remember, I said that Saturdays would be games I grew up playing. And I said that maybe after like a stream or two in a, like a stream or like maybe two streams in a row of that, because again, it's a finite list I'm going to run out in like a couple months. Maybe I'll alternate between a Nuzlocke stream of some kind. Could work. But here's the question. Which one would I do? It has to be one that I can stream. So my options are limited. It's either an older one that I use an emulator for, or it's a newer one that's on the Switch, I guess. I can't do any on the 3DS. Ew. No. Yeah, I'm going with a hard no for that one. You do realize that if I was playing original Final Fantasy I as a Nuzlocke, I would not make it to the first boss fight. See, there's another reason why I never do Nuzlocks. When I play Pokemon, I grind a lot, just for fun. Again, I'll like watch a movie or something and grind in the same area for like 2 hours. The reason why Nuzlocks were never interesting to me was I was always too powerful. I never had to worry about dying because I was over-leveled. Which version of one did you play, though? Yeah, good job. Oh, this is a team that has two Aurochs on it. Letty's the center. And, oh, there's Bota. Get away from me, Bota. Get away. I'm faster than you. And he still got me. Origins, yep. Well, thing is, I feel like Origins... I don't know. If I were to say this, do you think that Origins feels a little easier than the original just because the glitches are fixed? Meaning you have abilities that work in your favor that you couldn't use before, and the thief can actually run away from hard boss fights guaranteed. Hey, it's Letty. Hey, Letty. I'm sorry I have to kill you. Not with Dato, though. Oh, I poisoned him. Oh, I feel bad. I like Letty. I mean, I can always set my own rules for the Nuzlocke. You don't have to go by the official Nuzlocke rules. You can kind of just do whatever you want. Well, the rub spell, or the wizard guys that have the physical attack that just kills you. I don't know. I feel like my idea of a Nuzlocke in terms of anything other than Pokemon, for me would be XCOM with Iron Man on. I plan on doing that later. That's already on the list. Yeah, but I feel like one of my ideas for a Nuzlocke would break one of those rules. But, eh. So yeah, my quote-unquote Nuzlocke in a non-Pokemon game is going to be Iron Man mode in XCOM 2. I'll get to it eventually. It is, you know how when a Pokemon, obviously, like, rule number 1, Pokemon dies in a Nuzlocke. You can't use them anymore, right? You put them in the death box and release them. And whenever you find revives on the field, you can't use them, you sell them, they're money. I had the idea that if you find idea that you can revive a dead Pokemon, but only if it's a revive that you found. And maybe even make it like a max revive, so it's even rarer. That way it's like the super rare max revive that is like a Phoenix Down of sorts, where that brings the Pokemon back. Other than that, you can't. I thought that would be cool because it would give a use to the revives you find. But I feel like that would make it a little easy. Which is why I'd probably do it to max revives. Because you don't really find a lot of max revives on the field. It's rare. Or even like a... I mean, you don't technically have to use a revive to revive someone. You can just use a Pokemon. You can use the Pokemon Center. What if I picked an item in the game that only had like 3 total on the field you could find? And that I could use that item. Like I could take that item and say, here, I'm paying it to bring 1 Pokemon of my choice back. Stuff like that. A penalty die? Well, Volucha's gonna die. No, Volucha's dead. Volucha's just dead. I'm gonna break to both and really hope for some low rolls. I shouldn't have done that. I just wasted all my HP on a shot I'm not even gonna get off. Cool. Oh well. That could work. Or again, I could just I'd have to pick an item. 1 item. Again, it could be max revives, or it could be something where the items are spread out better in certain target places. I could do something that gives me the ability to revive a Pokemon. But I can only do it with that item, and there's only like 2 or 3 in the game. Or speaking of dice rolling, what kind of penalties were there? I mean, I could always do a dice roll for that too. Maybe I could mix those rules. Like, for every revive I find, I roll a d20. Or even just a d6. And if I roll like a 5 or a 6, it works. Or even just a 6. That kind of thing. Again, see, I know, it kind of like breaks the Nuzlocke. But I kind of like it at the same time. Oh, that hurt a lot. Well, I can see that though. Even just a d6, like you could chance rolling it. Like 1 through 5 would be maybe like at as far as like 1 through 5 is concerned. Maybe like 1 through maybe like 4 of those 5 numbers are negative. 1 is neutral, and then the 6 is you get to revive someone. Oh. If that's on there, I don't think I would ever roll that dice. Ever. Alright, I don't have time. I don't think I have time. Yeah, I don't have time to score again. Oh well, I won. I don't know. Maybe for my first Nuzlocke, I should just stick to like the actual rules. Well, yeah, I think for my very first Nuzlocke, I would just stick to the normal rules. You know, just to do, like, the normal thing. I'm sure there's guides of, like, the notorious spots in each game. Well, you know what? I think in that last match, I think Kiyu might have got a little injured. Oh no. Guess what that means? It's MEP time. Now, unfortunately, Zeb's going to have to play defender, and he's not great. His attack is... He has a very low attack for a Ronso. Oh yeah, the level 16 Raticate. I remember that. I'm probably never going to learn this stuff, but whatever. Ooh, MEP can learn Super Goalie for some reason. All right, well, if I do plan in the future to do a Nuzlocke stream, which again, XCOM on Iron Man is kind of what that was going to be, and I was going to do that on the same days as Mass Effect and Dragon Age at some point. Since, let's be honest, oh, that's right, he has Tackle Slip. Like, I thought maybe I was going to do, like, Mass Effect, all the Mass Effect games, and then do an Iron Man XCOM 2 playthrough, and then do Dragon Age. Because I'll be honest, the first attempt at the Iron Man XCOM 2 playthrough is not going to last very long. Because every time I play an XCOM game after not playing it for a year or two, I'm awful. And being on Iron Man mode on one of the hardest difficulties, I'm going to die. It's going to end in failure. That's why I don't mind doing it in between Mass Effect and Dragon Age, because I know it's not going to take that long. I might do that. I think I'm going to do XCOM 2, Iron Man, next highest difficulty, I forget what it's called. And then when I'm done with that, when I lose, I'll go to Dragon Age. Good plan. And again, for a Pokemon Nuzlocke, I could even alternate Saturdays. I could do one stream of games I grew up playing, and the next I could do the Nuzlocke. Could work. So I go back to my question. Which game do I do? I can tell you this. I will not do 4. I will not do Gen 4. I want to play through Gen 4 for fun. Like on my own time, just when I'm doing whatever. So I'm not doing Gen 4. I rather pick one that I am somewhat familiar with. Not because it makes it easier, but because if I'm familiar with the game, I know the routes better. Like, I'll know the routes, but I'll be able to remember which routes I've caught stuff in, stuff like that. Like, I want to make one... I don't want to have part of the Nuzlocke be, I don't know where to go. I feel like a Nuzlocke is something you do in a Pokemon game you know pretty well. Uh-oh. I just lost all my HP and lost the ball. Welp. Yeah, Gen 3 is solid. I could do Emerald. I thought about playing Emerald anyway. Maybe I could do Emerald as my Nuzlocke. Huh. Could be really fun. Also, should I do a randomizer? I feel like a randomizer in a game that has like 500 Pokemon is kind of weird because there's like so many options. But I feel like a randomizer in a game like Emerald that's capped at like 300-ish. I think that's a solid number. Like, if you were to do a randomizer in a Gen 7 game that has access to, like, 800 Pokemon, I feel like there's just too many options. But a randomizer in Emerald could be really fun. I'm limited to just Gen 1, 2, and 3 Pokemon, which is nice. You know, some old school stuff. Yeah, well, X and Y has a lot of stuff in it. Oh, my shot's halved. Welp. Well, I put him to sleep. There's that. Yeah, but hey, variety. So yeah. You know what? I think I'll scratch the itch. Oh, wait a minute. Aww. If I don't lose the ball here. Oh, I'm definitely going to lose the ball here. No. No, their goalie's asleep. Mep was going to score. Oh, well. Yeah. That is the downside to randomizers. The beginning can be rough. Especially, it can also be rough in a game that requires HMs. The HM thing being, like, what if you don't get a Pokemon that can fly? Or surf? I mean, let's be honest, it's Hoenn. What are the chances I'm not going to get a water Pokemon? But a flying Pokemon is going to be iffy. I will not do randomized items, by the way. I know someone who did a randomizer, and they did randomized Pokemon and randomized items, including the HMs and like TMs and stuff. Like anything, any HM that you had to pick up off the ground, and I think even the ones that you got from people were randomized. Everything was randomized. Which breaks the game, because where do you get the HMs? That's a level of difficulty I don't want to do. Because it can literally end in a game over. What if you can't find the HM surf because the game randomized it into the area of the game that you can't reach with that surf? It's a game over. Yeah, but last time I did like Wonderlock type stuff, I got a lot of the same Pokemon. So I feel like I might end up with just a very standard team. Using a randomizer, I can end up with whatever. That's the fun of that. The only downside to randomizers, the way it works, it'll basically take a Pokemon. Well, that's true. But I mean, like, even when I do surprise trades in Shield now, half the stuff I get is squirrels and birds, and it's Route 1 stuff anyway. If I do a randomizing thing, I don't want to be stuck with Route 1 Pokemon. I want weird stuff. And I don't want to have a clause in there where it's like, if I get anything I could have gotten early anyway, I don't want it. That's kind of cheap. Belucha, no. Two more games. Mep, good job. You were serviceable, but Kiyu is back. Yeah, I think that works nicely. I've been wanting to play Gen 3 and 4. I could do Gen 3 with the Nuzlocke streaming, and I could do Gen 4 just on my own time for fun. That might be a little too much Pokemon, though, for me. Nah, that's fine. Did you see that, by the way? Look at how lame Keepa is. No abilities. He has 4 slots, no abilities. How is he level 21 when he didn't even play it? And that's not fair. That's not fair. He was level 1 when I booted him off the team. He just got on a team. That's cheating. How is he level 21? That's ridiculous. Anyway, as long as I'm, like, playing it just on my own time, just watching stuff, doing whatever, I can play it. It's fine. Gen 4 is pretty grindy, but... Also, I have no idea where I'm going in Gen 4 or Gen 5. Barely remember Gen 6. Didn't play Gen 7. Oh yeah, he's definitely... Keepa is on the steroids. That's why they got him. He did a bunch of steroids and then tried out for the team, and they were like, man, look at how good you are. He had to have been really good to impress the Ronsos. That is so weird to think. This team is a bunch of Ronsos and Keepa. Oh yeah, I forgot they're super slow too. Alright, Keepa. Let's see if you can stop me. Auric on Auric violence coming up. I'll definitely get lost in... I feel like I would definitely get lost in 4 and 5. I feel like 4 and 5, especially 4, I think was like... It opened up a lot more in terms of like going where you want to go, and I don't remember any of it. So I'm not going to know where to go at all. Like, I don't remember anything about Gen 4. Oops, I didn't... No, I did. Okay. Come on, Keepa. You gonna stop this? You don't have Super Goalie. Yeah. But yeah, like, I actually have an old... I think I have it over here, actually. I think I have my, a Pokemon Platinum, strategy guide. You know how long it's been since I played a Pokemon game with a strategy guide? A lot of games, people don't like to play with strategy guides because it's like, it kind of ruins the pacing. You got to stop and read. And I actually kind of like playing a Pokemon with a strategy guide because it lets me know where Pokemon are, where all the stuff is. Kind of like it. I remember doing that for Gen 3. I'm weird, but... By the way, the guide for Pokemon Platinum is really thick. I think it's the thickest Pokemon strategy guide I've ever seen. Pass. Unless he has a special tackle. Okay, good. Aha, I poisoned you. Alright, Volucha. Let's get you some XP. XP? Get you some experience. Yay! Well, here's a stupid question. What does that stand for? I should know, but I don't right now. Why do I... Yeah, I don't know what it is. Huh. Okay. I figured it was done quick. I just didn't know what the first part was. The A threw me off. So yeah, I think I'll add that to the schedule then. I'll alternate longer Saturday streams between the games I grew up playing and the Nuzlocke and Emerald. And I'm gonna randomize the Pokemon, but not the items. I feel like because the whole challenge of the item randomizer can just break the game, so I don't want to do that. It's already bad enough if I don't happen to get a Pokemon that can learn Fly. Man, they are not pulling away from people. Yay. Okay. I'm going to do the cheap thing, but you know what? It's against Keepa's team, so I'm fine with it. No, no, no. You get back here. Break away. Break away from the people that can't keep up. Okay. Shoot. Just big shot. Big shot time. Oh. Well, on the hey, the randomized Emerald will solve the problem for me. What starter do I pick? I don't have to decide between all three starters, because they probably won't be there. You know what's funny? My YouTube channel I used to upload to, that I haven't uploaded to in like 7 or 8 years at this point, that I did for maybe about 2 years, the last thing I was doing was playing a randomized Pokemon Emerald. I made like 10 episodes and only uploaded 2 of them. I wonder if I still have them. Oh yeah, the record for Outer Worlds is like 12 minutes. Oh, oh no, her level's too low to learn it. It took me about 90 minutes to beat it as fast as I could. I didn't do any glitches or anything. It would have only been about an hour, but I got stuck somewhere. You know what? I want MEP. Who do I swap out for MEP? You know what? I'm gonna sit Yuma. Not because she's hurt. I just want to play MEP. It's just like I want to get MEP some playing time. Dato, Volucha. Let's see. I'm taking out Yuma, Q. Okay. Zev, Rop, Q. Can I learn anything cool? Not really, just the same stuff. Okay then. But you know, I think I have all my YouTube videos I ever made still saved on a hard drive that are on my YouTube channel right now that I haven't messed with. And including the 8 episodes of the Emerald randomizer that I didn't upload. Huh. I doubt I still have that file anywhere, but I know it's going to be easy to find an Emerald randomizer. But the issue I was going to bring up before, the issue with the randomizer, at least how it works on Emerald, is it randomizes the Pokemon as the Pokemon. Like, let's say Route 1 is Zigzagoon, Tailo, and whatever. Let's just say those two. Just example. Zigzagoon and Tailo. The randomizer will replace Zigzagoon with one thing and Tailo with another. And it'll always be that. Meaning instead of finding Zigzagoon and Talos all the time, you'll find 2 other random Pokemon all the time. It's not a true randomizer. I wish it was. Maybe there's been one since then. It's been a while since I've searched for this. But it's not a true randomizer. It basically takes the table of encounters and just changes them. But I'm gonna Google tonight and look for one that maybe actually legitimately randomizes it. There will be one rule. Now again, I'm doing a Nuzlocke. Which, God, a randomized Nuzlocke's going to be what a way to do my first Nuzlocke ever. To make it out of my control somewhat. But I will have one rule added on. No legendaries. At least no game-breaking legendaries. Meaning, like, no Rayquaza, no Kyogre, no Groudon. But if I get like a Reggie, that's fine. Like, trios are fine. Even Jirachi. I would say Jirachi is the cutoff point. So I guess just no Rayquaza, Groudon, and Kyogre. And then, I mean, if it does truly randomize every Pokemon up to the end of Gen 3, I guess it'd be like no Mewtwo, no Ho-Oh or Lugia. But Mew and Celebi are okay. I think that's the good cutoff point. Well, this sounds fun. I will spend Saturday setting all this up. And that means that next week will be Mass Effect 2, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I will do my first games I grew up playing longer stream on Saturday. Now, again, I said it's going to be pulled from a random list. But I think the first one I do, I'm going to pick certain ones. That'll last me one stream. And then the next week after that, I guess I'll be starting the Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. And then the week after that will be a true, like, randomized list of games I grew up playing. By the way, Aura, if you're still here, I will need to talk to you about potentially what games to do on that first stream. I already know to do the first game I ever played and the first game I ever beat, but I'm going to need a few more options. And I need some ideas for what other, like, firsts would I do. Keepa. How dare you? Or just anyone in chat, I guess. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Besides first game I ever played and first game I ever beat, can anyone think of any, like, one or two other ideas that I could do for, like, first type stuff that would be good for, like, a special games I grew up playing? That would work for the first one? I don't think that's gonna reach. I have to try... Yeah, whatever. Go Mep. Yeah, I don't have enough time. Oh well. Go. I like how the old man Mep is still faster than the Ronsos. Oh, Volusia didn't gain a level. Oh no, Bixen's contract is up. Oh, come on. I want some free agent. I want some new blood for this last season. Ooh, Miyu. Yeah, Miyu's great. They should keep her. Ooh, Argai's pretty good. Argai has Sphere Shot. Oh no. Remember when I said that I can't keep the game from getting Shami even though she's officially retired? That's just her. That's her twin sister, Shima. That's who she is. We're gonna have to play against her. Oh, she's on the Ronsos too. She's on the same team as Keepa. Yeah, that will now be known as Shima. That's canon. All right, last game. The Luca Goers. Rop, Kyu, and Yuma. Can I learn anything from these people? I actually would like a number 2 shot on Volusia, because I have a 1 and a 3. That way I could save some HP, not having to use the 3 all the time. So I gotta make a list of this stuff. I gotta finally make the list of random games to pull from. That'll take a while. Because I don't remember a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to, like, find a list of, like, all Sega Genesis games and, like, all Game Boy games and just go through the whole list. That'll take a while. Luckily, my Game Boy games are in storage, so I can actually just get them and write them all down. And then I have to find an randomizer. Oh yeah, I have that. Actually, I never beat Battletoads on the Game Boy, but I did get past the annoying part where you have to jump over the things. That's notorious. Battletoads on the Game Boy is the same game as Battletoads on the NES. It just doesn't look as good. It's like DuckTales. Speaking of which, DuckTales is... growing up, I had a few Game Boy games that I as a kid, I considered these to be really good Game Boy games, especially compared to the other garbage that's on Game Boy. Honestly, as an adult, I still think I'll find them fun. DuckTales is one of them. I don't want to say any more because I don't want to, like, you know, I can't really spoil Game Boy games that no one knows about, but DuckTales. Woo. I haven't seen the new one at all. I heard it's good. I heard the animation style is kind of meh, but I heard it's actually good as a show. That's one of the shows I grew up watching. I had Ninja Turtles. I had DuckTales. Power Rangers. I was a little too young for Transformers. And then, of course, Saturday morning stuff like X-Men. Na 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 na. Oh, well, wow. I did a lot. I can tell you from personal experience, the old X-Men cartoon from the 90s ages pretty well. If you like comic book stuff, it actually ages pretty well for an adult to watch. I mean, it's still a little corny. I mean, it's for kids, but it actually isn't that bad. Spider-Man, this one that was out around the same time, I've heard that one doesn't age as well. I think mainly because of the CG going through the city thing. I probably didn't age that well. Golden Axe. I actually did not grow up playing those. Oh, speaking of that, I had a rip-off game. I had a rip-off game on Game Gear that was called something like Golden Axe, but it wasn't Golden Axe. But it played like Golden Axe. I forget what it was called. It was like Legend of Golden Warrior or something, and it was like a Sega Game Gear rip-off game. Or maybe that actually was part of the Golden Axe series, but it was just named weird. I don't know. Well, a lot of things have that. Look at Ninja Turtles. Look, I love the 80s Ninja Turtles show, alright? I love it. I grew up watching it. I actually plan on rewatching them someday. But they were so corny, and what I'm getting is, they were so censored. How often did you see Leonardo use his swords to cut something in half? Never. Unless it was like I always joke that anytime the Turtles ever fought Bebop and Rocksteady, instead of using their weapons, it was always like they put trash cans on their head and rolled them down a street. Like, it was every fight. I actually never played Gunstar Heroes. But I think I actually have it on the Xbox Live Arcade. By the way, I haven't scored at all. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not going to score here. I'm having issues with the Luca Goers. What's wrong with me? Maybe if he doesn't get a hand on it? Got a hand on it. Oh, I put her to sleep. If I can get the ball back, immediately, I can shoot it. That's not going to happen, though. Well, maybe. I can shoot it from here. Oh, it's taking up time, though. She did something smart. When you attack, it doesn't take time off the clock, but when you pass, it does. Good job, AI. Now, I don't want to say any specific games really, because again, I kind of want to keep it a secret, like with the, the randomizing thing. But I will say that the systems I had that I'm putting on the list were Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Gear. I thought about putting N64 on there, but I only had like 4 games total for a while. I'm putting N64 on there for one game. Just one, and that's Pokemon Stadium. I will be doing the randomized rental thing. I am not going to beat it, probably. I have seen people where it took them like 30 hours to successfully beat that thing, and it was pure luck. It could have taken 5 times that long. I will probably do the Pokemon Stadium rental thing for a stream or 2 in a row for the games I grew up with streams, and then I'll just call it. And then maybe at that point, I'll just pick my rental Pokemon and see if I can beat it. Even just picking them, it's hard. Because the game cheats. I hate Pokemon Stadium. I said it. People love that game. They're like, oh, the nostalgia of Pokemon Stadium. I hate that game. It cheats so bad. Or by the time you actually get to your rival, he has the Dragonair with Wrap that outspeeds everything. So he just wraps you to death. And then I'll do Pokemon Stadium 2, which I've heard is worse with the randomizing rental. More bad options, I guess. Huh. You know, I should probably score at least once so I don't end in a tie. Alright, everyone, fan out. That's not fanning out, really. I think that's all the systems. I could say something like Game Boy Color. They're all included. The only Game Boy Color games I owned were Pokemon. That includes Pokemon Pinball and Pokemon Trading Card Game. That's it. Just like all the Pokemon games, and that's it. Game Boy Advanced. The only Game Boy Advance game I owned that wasn't Pokemon was Metroid Fusion. Good game. Okay. Can I scope? Well, there you go. Uh-oh. Well, two's not bad. Two's not bad. As long as this person doesn't do any... well, there it is. I might lose this. I think that's it. I think it's just the two portable systems, the two Sega systems, and the 64. I guess that's it. Now, when my list starts to dwindle, I could always try to set up an arcade emulator, which I never seem to get to work whenever I try that. There's a few arcade games I played. Unfortunately, most of the arcade games I played were light gun shooters. I can't emulate that. That's pretty much impossible. Oh, that was bad. I think this might end in a tie. That's okay. Tie's fine. The best people on the Luca goers were always the defenders, and that's what I'm having problems with. And Lena is actually starting to get decent because she's leveling up. Their offense is not what I'm worried about because obviously they haven't scored at all. Not well. Okay. I never played either of those. I played a lot of Time Crisis 2 and Silent Scope. And House of the Dead 1 and 2. Dude, you can't beat Time Crisis 2 in the arcade with a random person playing with your friend and with the paddles on the paddles on the bottom you could hit. I love that. And I was not paying attention, but I might get past all of these guys. Maybe not. I might still be able to score and win. Danto's right there. It's not going to reach him probably, but... Ooh, it's going to be close. Okay. Part 1 accomplished. Part 2. Take a hit. Part 3, shoot. No sleep? What was that? I loved House of the Dead as well. House of the Dead 1 I played a lot. There was an arcade here at the mall when the mall was a thing. And... Oh... I can't score. I'm just going to end in a tie. Welp. You know what I'm going to do? Do you think I can dodge two people? Can I dodge two people? I can. Oh, I dodged one. Wow. I think that did like 5 or 6 more than it should have. You know, I should have turned off the layout so you guys could see the stats better. Whoops. I keep forgetting when I do Blitzball a lot in a row. I should do that. Oh well. You know, one thing I used to do was I would play either Time Crisis 2 or House of the Dead 1. I would play both guns. House of the Dead I would dual wield. And I was actually pretty good at it. I am incredibly right-handed, though there are a few things I can do with both arms, and apparently aiming guns is one of them. I was actually decent at it. House of the Dead was actually made harder by having 2 people, so I kind of just screwed myself over doing that, but... Any contracts? Nope. Well, nope. Okay. All right. Well, this was a fun stream of beating Mass Effect / Blitzball that I wasn't expecting. On Friday, I will be doing Dark Aeons on the Elgato for my Xbox, if it works properly. And then I'll do the other half of the season of Blitzball. And that'll be it for Final Fantasy X, although I might go back to it someday to, you know, play some Blitzball, be like a just chatting, but Blitzball. Saturday I won't be streaming, because I'm going to be spending pretty much the whole day making my list of old games. Not from memory, barely, because I barely remember any of them. And then I'm going to set up all the emulators. I'm going to get the randomizer for Emerald. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 will be Mass Effect 2. And Saturday will be my first games I grew up with stream. That'll have some set games this time, but every other time it'll be random. And then after that, the next week, the Saturday will be the Emerald randomizer. Nuzlocke. Oh, that's going to kick my ass. But yeah. And hopefully people are here because I might lose track of which routes are what. Apparently that's a thing in the later games. It's hard to figure out what routes are what sometimes. Although I guess the rule of thumb is if you catch the Pokemon and it says it's from a different place, then you're fine. But all right. And let me see if anyone is streaming right now to raid. First, I'm going to quit out of here. Okay. And quit that because it's loud. Oh, look at that. Waffles is, we'll do that. / a raid. And since I'm I'm terrible at spelling and apparently talking. And there we go. Is that the name? Any numbers? Nope. Okay. Yep. Hopefully I'll see everyone Friday for some Dark Aeon battling. Everyone have a good night. I'm going to go eat something. Bye.